I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We are the Brewery Lovers, here to tell you about part of the return to Nevada. We had to go back to Vegas. Well, we didn't have to go back to Vegas. We wanted to go back to...
We didn't have a lot of choices.
Here's what happened. The bleep was broken for a while. Dealer at home said they couldn't do it. So we had to find a dealer that could. And we wanted to go back to Boulder City, so we got the bleep fixed in Las Vegas. Does that make sense?
Yep, that's what we did.
That's the short version of the story. So, oh wait, do you have beer?
I do.
She has beer.
Trust me.
Old Faithful. What do you got?
Well, it's called Icky IPA.
Show the camera, not me.
Yeah, but I had to read it. Ichthyosaur.
It's a
Icky
pretty
IPA.
label.
Yeah, it's got dinosaurs on it, so you know I'm going to be drawn to that can.
It's from Nevada, although we've never actually
Reno.
been.
We've not been here.
Yeah,
but
we've never actually been to this brewery. So,
we tried to go to Reno, but guess what?
Yeah,
Weather.
snow. Our favorite place in Boulder City is a place called Beer Zombies. And we tried to get some cans over there, but they're not allowed to sell their own cans. Every state you go, every town, everybody's got their own rules. All right, it's a nice looking amber IPA. I don't know. What are you getting? A little bit of fruit, maybe.
Yeah, it's got a nice malty backbone. Like bread dough.
This is a West Coast, right?
I don't know. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read it.
It's okay, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
and it's got a nice hit of bitterness.
It does. Nice bitterness to the back of the throat. Yeah, I would guess it's the West Coast.
That works.
There's pretty Las Vegas.
And here's Bleep at the dealer waiting her turn to go into the garage. Off she goes, never to be seen again for...
Just 3 days. Went in on Monday, got her back on Thursday.
So we moved out of Bleep for the first time. Moved into a hotel. Golden Nugget,
Yep.
downtown.
Downtown Las Vegas. One of the originals.
And we're pretty sure this bed is bigger than Bleep. We think. So
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to fit that mattress in here.
it was kind of fun. It felt like we were on vacation, even though we were still working. Here we are on Fremont Street. That's the same beer, same time.
Well,
the light changes like that.
There's a archway over the street. It doesn't keep the rain out, we found. We were wearing anoraks most of the time.
Yeah, no,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't-
rain in Vegas unless we're
We're
there.
here. Yeah.
But it's constantly changing, and there's every hour there's a brief, musical.
Music video kind of thing.
So we saw Imagine Dragons and Katy Perry.
It's a fun place to hang
was
out.
fun.
I like it anyway. It can be a little sketchy. You got to be careful. Only in Vegas, this ginormous praying mantis breathing fire.
It was drawing attention to a bunch of shops and restaurants. And it definitely does draw attention. Because
definitely
you can see it
gets-
for blocks away.
Definitely, and you can feel the heat coming
Oh, yeah.
off of the Beth swam. This was the first day of pool season.
Yep. It was.
Water cold, was it?
Well, the air was cold. I think the air was 47 degrees. The water was heated. It wasn't hot, but it was tolerable.
So they have this huge fish tank, which you kind of swim around. It's a nice...
And a slide.
Yeah, real nice pool. And there's a slide that goes right through the fish tank. Keep your eye on the tube. There she goes. That's Beth. She waved. So fortunately, they fixed it. Knock on wood. It's
working.
Yeah, it's working. We hadn't... The way this thing works is we have a big battery that runs everything in the house. And when you're going down the road, the engine of the truck is supposed to charge that battery. That's the bit that wasn't working.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
But it was a big job. That's why they kept it for 3 days. And they completely rewired the whole thing. And they did a really nice job. So this is me just checking things out, looking at the physical work. And then we did a little bit of testing. And
Sal made a nice video for
that's another
the Winnebago
video.
channel.
Green means go. So we were very happy that the Bleep was kind of back to where she ought to be. Went to Red Rocks. Boy, is Red Rocks amazing. It really was beautiful. And it's really close to Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think it's a half an hour drive from Fremont Street, from downtown.
Yeah.
Or the Strip.
It's pretty amazing when you realize you're that close to Vegas and you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. But kind of like Valley of Fire, but more accessible. So it tends to be a little bit more crowded, but we had a great time there. Just beautiful, beautiful place. Went to the Pinball Hall of Fame. How did you find out about this?
Our friend Barry Joe.
Oh, Barry Joe, that makes
I mean, I had seen it. I do a lot of reading when we're going someplace to try to understand the area before we get there.
Sure.
And I had seen this, but I didn't realize how much fun it was going to be.
It was crazy. You'll see the size of this thing.
But Barry Joe said we had to go there, so we went there.
We went. Hundreds and hundreds of machines, not just pinball, video. They had old crane machines.
Mm-hmm.
They had old mechanical machines. Anything from the 20s and 30s and 40s on up to modern. And it was pretty amazing. And the nice thing is, all the money you feed into these pinball machines goes to charity. Like last year, they bought a van for the Salvation Army, I think. So they only make money from food and T-shirts, swag and stuff. And it was just really fun. And you kind of, it's a journey down memory lane because you find machines that you forgot even existed, stuff you played when you were a kid. I found the machine that I learned pinball on when I was like 16 years old, and that was Jacks to Open. It's still pretty tricky. It's a really challenging machine, I think. There it is. Never in a million years that I think I would play Jacks to Open again, but I did. Or Jacks Open. I think that's what it's called, Jacks Open. That was fun. Really an amazing place. You should check it out if you're in Vegas.
Yeah, it's worth the side trip. It's right
It's
near
right on the Strip.
fabulous Vegas.
Yeah, it's
sign.
like right across from the convention center. Easy to find, and they have a nice parking lot, so easy to park. But the real reason for our return to Nevada was our triumphant return to Boulder City. You may remember this from last year. Boulder City was our number one favorite place
that we visited
and
last year.
I think it still is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have this really kind of cute arch as you come into the main drag here. But the reason we came back to Boulder City is because we had so much fun volunteering for the Damn Short Film Festival last year. We wanted to do it again. And we did. But we got some hiking in first, of course. This is actually in Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's right over the bridge.
Boulder City's right on the border. Boulder City's the city they built to house the men and the families that built Hoover Dam. So Hoover Dam separates Arizona and Nevada at that point of the river, the Colorado River.
Yeah, it's the Colorado River that's the dividing line.
So this is actually the Arizona side. But my God, was it beautiful. And you get an idea of how green the Colorado is there. It was emerald green, just really
It was so pretty.
pretty
and so clear.
unexpected, very clear.
Lake Mead was also very clear.
You can see how green the river is in that shot. Here's the hot spring. You take some getting to, what was it, 3 miles or
The
something?
whole trip was about 7 miles.
So
it was a
3
loop.
miles and change. And then you have to do a little bit of scrambling. You have to climb a big ladder. Did you have to climb the ladder to get up here?
Yes.
Okay. But man, was it something. It's a natural hot spring. This water is pretty hot, and it gets hotter as you move up.
Closer to
And
the source.
Plus, you're in this like slot canyon. It's pretty incredible. Amazing spot. Go on a weekday because it gets very crowded on weekends. And don't be surprised if you see naked people. There will be naked people here. We were not among them. Took a train ride in Boulder City, but rode in the locomotive thanks to my lovely bride. That was my Valentine's Day gift. This year, that's another video. Look in the doobly-doo. Went to the Zoltar factory. So you have to understand Zoltar. He's a phenomenon in Nevada, probably California.
And California.
Yeah.
We saw him in California.
Every-
and there's one in Atlantic City.
There's one in Atlantic
We haven't
City.
found it yet,
Yeah.
but we'll look for it.
Everywhere you go in this part of the country, you find a Zoltar. It's an animated, mechanical fortune teller machine.
Well, I think it was made famous by the movie Big.
Oh, yeah, the movie Big.
With Tom Hanks.
Right.
Zoltar grants his wish to be big.
Make my wish. Right. I wish I were big.
that's the whole premise of the movie.
That makes sense. So this is actually in Jean, Nevada, the gas station. There's a Zoltar.
Come let Zoltar tell you more.
And we went to Characters Unlimited, which is where they make Zoltar and a whole bunch of other stuff, as you can see.
Yeah, it's a little family-run company that's been around since 1987.
Yeah.
And they make all these wild machines.
But all these dummies are life-size. So you got the Grim Reaper up there, Joe Biden.
Pirate, cowboy,
Pirates,
witch.
The Wicked Witch. Donald Trump's in there, sitting next to Santa Claus. They
It's
do
just shelf after shelf of heads.
Heads. They do
painted, unpainted.
Yeah, and everything's done by hand. It's pretty interesting. Here's Joe Biden as an alien. We thought that was interesting. Here's the hand room.
The room of hands.
And we put a Zoltar. Wait, big news. We put a Zoltar in the bleep. There he is.
Try to get it without glare.
Push the button.
And he tells fortunes.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Hard work pays off over time, but laziness, it pays off right now. Heed my advice, young one. Relax and enjoy yourself today. You deserve it.
So that's our Zoltar.
That's our Zoltar.
He's got a place up over the door.
So, not too many RVs have a Zoltar. I think that's safe to say. The main reason for our return to Nevada was so that we could go back to Boulder City because we had so much fun volunteering at the Damn Short Film Festival. We wanted to do it again, and we did. Kind of a big deal. This was the 20th year.
Big deal.
And this is setup day one, actually. Beth is ironing tablecloths.
Well, we transform a community center into a theater.
An actual theater, yeah.
You can see the stacks of chairs. We have to put all the chairs there. We have to clear out the area first, put out all the chairs, make it look like a theater.
Yep. So. Here's Lee supervising. Lee founded the festival, he and his wife Anita. So he's the founder of the feast. Cool guy.
Or the fest.
Super talented. He's an artist himself. He's also a filmmaker, an animator. I think he does everything. Here's our projectionist extraordinaire, Keith. He's beyond amazing.
It wouldn't happen without
him. Would not happen without him. Justin is and Ken here building the projector. All this stuff has to be built. We basically have 2 days to get everything done. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's Lee helping with the screen. Here's Justin getting ready to put up the screen. And here's I'm in there. Look at that. I actually did some work.
You did
Imagine
a lot of work.
So a marvelous festival. I think everybody was excited about 20 years. This is awards night. Some of our many Boulder City friends. We have a lot of Boulder City friends now. All of a sudden,
we do. I'm really grateful that the people of Boulder City let us be part of their festival and their community and took us into their homes and their hearts.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Boulder City has kind of become our Western headquarters.
Yep.
And but we love this place, and they apparently like us too. So here's Heather and Lee. Heather's a board member. Calvin and Svet. Little Lee, also known as Little Chief. We love her. One of our favorite people, I think.
She calls us her festival parents.
We're her festival parents.
I'm proud to be her festival mom.
Barry Joe. Barry Joe's the one that told us about pinball. She took us to Zoltar.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Here's Hava and Ken, and he's got one of the awards in his hand. This is what the filmmakers get. The filmmakers that are, best in show, best in category.
Yeah.
We also did a hike with Ken. That was fun. Hoover Dam, of course, created Lake Mead when they dammed the Colorado River. It's so beautiful.
It really is.
And every day is different.
The lake is beautiful. The mountains behind it are beautiful. It changes every few minutes between the clouds and the sun.
So if a lot of people come to see Hoover Dam and they're here for maybe a couple of hours, you don't really get the full experience.
No.
Because every day is different and amazing.
This is just such a pretty part of the world.
This year somebody said, the park ranger said you should go down to the marina and feed the fish. We're like, what are you talking about, feed the fish? So you go down to the marina, and there's all these fish just looking up at you like, what do you got?
Hundreds of fish.
And then you stay there any length of time. Some kid will go into the tackle shop and buy a big bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
It can't be good for the fish.
But they love it.
But it is a bit of a feeding frenzy. So, yeah, lake meat is pretty special. When we're in Boulder City, we spend a lot of time at Beer Zombies. It's actually not a brewery. The brewery's in Las Vegas, but they have a tasting room in Boulder City. And the beer's great, and it's a comfortable
Staff's
place.
great.
Yeah, it can be a...
Tasting room's nice.
Tasting
Lots
room's
of
really
beautiful
nice.
outdoor seating.
Yeah, it's really nice on a nice day. And plus $2 beers.
Yeah, they do have a
They have
$2 beer section.
That's your insider Boulder City insider tip. Go to Beer Zombies. Look in the refrigerator as soon as you walk in the door, and you'll see a couple
There's
of rows.
a row labeled $2 beers.
$2 beer cans, and they could be something unusual or something they're just trying to get rid of. But sometimes you find some really good beers in there. So, but that's kind of our place to hang when we're in Boulder City.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here's to next year's damn short film festival.
Yep. 21.
Old enough to drink.